Corfu today, Kerkira, as Greek people say, and we came for a couple of days just to observe the island, have a feel of the dynamics of the islands, and of course enjoy and have some a runaway holiday. So we decided to rent a different apartment for each day just to feel and see how the hospitality business is doing here, and as well have a inside on the holiday let experience and real estate and everything that has to do with Airbnb and Booking.com. Um, the city is amazing, the island is wonderful, and it has such a nice energy and such an amazing people. It's very vibrant and dynamic, and I'm sure it has a lot of real estate opportunity, which we'll discover tomorrow once we visit the local estate agencies. So far, we've been very well welcomed, and the first apartment that we booked it late at night, but the hosts were amazing and they uh, assist us with the late check-in and guide us over the phone. The second last minute booking on the second day was a little bit of a trouble. First of all, because we had already like 5 emails and another 25 text messages with confusing directions and confusing details about the check-in. So I just wanted to point out some mistakes that some hospitality companies do when they deal with the check-in, and I will just point that out because I think it's good for them to learn on how to be more efficient and not confuse the guests. So already the 5 emails and lots of blah 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 and a lots of text with links gave us a lot of confusion and extra stress. And then we ended up at A1 Street, and then the host told us that we have to go to a different address, which was very unpleasant because we don't know the region, and imagine that if we will not have Wi-Fi or anything like that, that will be a very stressful experience for us. Part number two is we found the second address, and we had the check-in details. She sent too many videos and too many texts that we had to focus on, and it was very stressful because it was not specified exactly which lockbox. Just send a video. We had to wait for like 10 minutes because the internet is bad in the old center for that video to download in order for us to understand which lockbox holds our key. As soon as we enter in the premises, which is this one over here, there are several doors, so we had no idea which door to open. That's again a part of the confusion. And for those who are running a hospitality services and are dealing with Airbnb management or Booking.com or whatever, they should know that when they deal with the check-ins, the check-in details should be as minimalistic as possible. So it's best to send, hello, welcome, this is your address, this is the lockbox on the right or on the left, or I have some of them are color coordinated, yes, or A or B, and then the code, and then as soon as you come up the stairs, your apartment is on the right. And that's like less than 50 words, easy to read and practical. Uh, Otherwise, we will end up being stressed and lose a lot of time. And maybe in some cases, some tourists will not have good data or will not have battery to deal with it. And then they will end up in panic. And you will end up with a bad review as well. So anyways, I struggled with this particular booking because there was lots of confusion with the text messages and emails, lots of confusion with their main office because the listings were all advertised on one address, which many companies do that. It's not a big mistake, but when you get the booking, you should have an automated message straight away for your guests to receive the real address so that they feel safe. And the last part, which is the most unpleasant part, is that we have to check out at 10 o'clock. So I am a night person. I like to go out and explore the city at night, and I go to sleep late. So When I'm on holiday, I prefer to sleep until 10 o'clock or maybe later. And in this case, I have to wake up tomorrow earlier, which is very uncomfortable and inconvenient to me in order to do the checkout at 10. So check-in should be after 4 o'clock, which is an ideal time for the check-in. And the checkout, I normally prefer it between 11 and 12, and it's the right timing because you have time to wake up, drink your coffee and have your shower, and then pack your stuff and leave. Otherwise 10 a.m. is a little bit of an inconvenience, and I would suggest the management team to consider in changing it for the future, because people, when they come on holiday, they come to rest. They don't want to wake up at 7 and just end up with their luggage outside. So thank you very much for watching, and I see you soon, maybe on a different island.